Are you ready for a good chat? Go on and tune in to the Go On Men podcast. It's your place to go with your host, David GSA Wrestling, and co-host, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
Welcome to the Go On podcast. We are episode 25. Holy shit. Whoever thought when we started this in September we'd be 25 episodes in? I am your boy, David GSA Wrestling.
And I am your boy, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And I'm not going to say my line because I don't want to. Ryan's been making a point that I say certain lines, so I'm not saying it anymore. I'm going to try to find it. Right, so the first question is, pets you would buy? Because obviously Ryan hasn't got a pet at the minute, so Ryan's probably in. I've got a pet who's a pain in the ass who just tried to unplug my headphones in the last podcast.
Shimming as well, really.
Halfway through, just tried to unplug my fucking headphones. Arsehole. You will take me on. That's what it was. By the way, just to let you know, I've got a miniature poodle called Ruby, and she's soft as shit, and she loves cuddles and kisses. Shannon posted a picture, and it was like dog owners be like, I'm not going to let the dog share in bed, and then it's a dog cuddling into the person. I was like, yeah, that's me and Ruby. I'll never I'll let her have her own space. Then I wake up and her ass is in my fucking face in the morning.
Mm-hmm.
Have you got any pets you want to buy?
That I want to buy?
Yeah, is it a pet that if you when you was a kid or now, is it a pet that do you know what I would buy? What a pet? If he was, what would you buy?
I know it sounds like really typical, but I'd really like it my own cat or dog.
Oh, cool. Cat or dog. Have I got to look this up because I don't know what the fuck that is?
Cat or dog.
Oh, cat or dog. I thought you said kettle dog. I was like, is that a fucking breed of dog? I don't know, but it's cat. What do you do? Feed it on kettle? Kettle bird? Step in the kettle in the corner. I just got phlegm in the back of my fucking throat then. And you know when you suck up and it's like, I was like, oh shit, no. Yeah, I've already got my next pet. I'm not getting another dog. It's a lot. The thing is, I've had Ruby now in my house for about 7-8 years. Probably. When Paddy came up, I had Ruby in mine. Because Paddy got on well with Ruby, and Ruby came in front and had checked on Paddy during night to make sure he was okay. For some mental, I don't know why my dog went and checked up on Paddy. like he needed you need a protector. I'm here. Just walks through it though.
Oh, that's just because he's new.
No, she Ruby gets on with anybody, but because Paddy took her on so much, and because he's got a dog himself, she loves anybody who'll give her loads of attention, and so obviously he's stroking her, he's playing with her. She wouldn't leave him alone when he was here. And then the year after when he came, obviously he came up for the Leeds one. The year after, she knew he was exactly here straight away and went and was sat with him, wagging her tail at him for hours. So, yeah. He got shit up when he went to my sister's house though. My sister's got 2 Akitas and a Chihuahua, right? Which one would you say is more aggressive?
The Chihuahua.
Yep. Surprisingly enough, the Chihuahua's the defence dog in that house. Well, it isn't. If she doesn't know you, Maya. Say if Will wasn't in the house and Paddy came in, she'd bite his fucking arm off. Do you know what I mean? But because Will's there, Will's I'm the alpha in my house because Ruby's the bit. What happens is you have the alpha, then you have your beta, don't you? Obviously, you've got to prove to the dog that you're the alpha and not to fuck with you. So Will's the alpha in that house, that household, and Maya knows that. So Maya's like, whatever you say goes. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And when we let him out, he went, get ready because Paddy's a big guy. Right? By the way, Paddy's a huge guy. He's like what, 6'2", would we say?
Yeah,
roughly.
decently sized.
I'm 5'8". I'm tiny. Like the first time Paddy said me, went, David, why are you so small? I was like, bastard. But I think even you're taller than me, because I felt bad, right? Because obviously when me, Ryan, and Ed met up with Paddy's got a really long fucking car at the front, but at the back it felt a bit more tiny. So I was like, if one of you want the front seat and have the legroom, feel fucking free, because I don't need it at all. I felt like a fucking dwarf in that car, bro.
And then we were like, no, it's fine. You were like, no, come on.
I'm serious, like, you can take it. I feel like a dwarf. You know what? I felt like, when you have your kid in fucking car. That's what I felt like in fucking Paddy's car. The kid with his feet out going, yeah. It's like, someone take my seat, please. I don't mind getting cuffed. It was good fun, like, we had a good laugh. But no, I've decided my next 4 pets, technically. because I'm buying 4. I'm buying turkles.
Oh, what's that?
I just fancy. You know what it was? I was like, I wanted something like a fish or something like that. You know, something that's easy to take care of, easy maintenance, and all you've got to do is clean out the water. You know what I mean? Like, it's not hard work. You know what I mean? I was gonna get fish at first, and then I was like, yeah, I don't want a big tank. But if you get 4 like little turkles, or like snapping turkles, or something like that, you know what I mean? So, and I'm gonna call them Leonardo.
Oh,
So-
no, this is good.
I was like waiting for go fucking Michelangelo, Donatello, Raphael. But I'm gonna have to get them custom eye bands. Take pictures of me, turkles. Yeah, no, that's my next idea. My next idea is to buy turkles because I love my dog, but I'm not replacing my dog. When she's gone, she's done. I'm not gonna replace her. Like, I'm really attached to Ruby, and I have been, you know, for since she was a pup, really. Like, when Joanne first got her, like, I used to take her out for walks and stuff, so, like, I've really been close to Ruby. And I don't feel like, if I got another dog, I'm replacing Ruby. So that's why I won't get another dog. You might, the only time I'll probably get another dog is when I've got kids of my own, and then I might think about getting a dog. Do you know what I mean? But,
Have
no.
you been interested in getting cats?
No. Oh, I've had cats. Mate, I've had all kinds of pets. I've had cockatiels as well. They're little bastards, by the way. One thing I'd advise you, never buy cockatiels. Little pricks. Right, there was, they managed to escape from the cage. Right.
Oh, right.
And then decided it'd be fun to go on top of the fan and start swinging the fan round. So they was on a ride. We came in and the birds are fucking, like, flapping their wings enough to make the fucking fan spin. Honestly,
Jesus.
you've never seen anything like it. They're sat on top of the fucking fan, making it go round in circles and enjoying themselves. I was like, we've got deranged birds. They've lost the plot. We've had a rabbit that committed suicide. That was funny.
What?
We had a rabbit that committed suicide. Well, obviously, right. We've had more than one rabbit. We've had quite a few. But we bought this rabbit, and we've had some weird dogs as well. We had a rabbit that would... we'd put it outside, you know, like, we built it like a little pen, you know, outside. So what we did is we got some chicken wire, and obviously, you know, like, made it a little, like, hatchery outside, you know, so it could stay outside. And it had loads of freedom, and we'd, like, obviously clean it out. We came down one day and it decided to put its head through the fucking chicken wire and snap its own neck. It became dinner. It didn't. We threw the rabbit in the bin. But no,
You threw it in there?
I don't know. I can't remember what we did to it. We probably buried it. I don't know. I remember my sister being fucking devastated. I tell you what, we have buried a rabbit before, but like, right, my sister had me and my sister had rabbits, but like, we'd leave them outside, you know, because you always leave rabbits outside, don't you? And one day they managed to get out the cage and decided to take on a dog, and the dog won. I've physically seen a rabbit fly.
Wow.
It literally picked it up and lobbed it in the air, so it was flying in the air. Admittedly, the dog was probably in the right. It's an alpha instinct. It's an instinct, isn't it? You know, for dogs to attack rabbits. 2, I think Ben was like a collie, you know, so it was like bred to fucking. It's in its nature to attack rabbits. So yeah, it picked up the rabbit and fucking lobbed it. We've had 4 cats or 5 cats at one point. We had a cat called Tigger. We had a cat called Sucker. Oh, mate, we've had so many cats, it's ridiculous. But that's weird. Try to think of any more pets. We had a dog called Ty. Don't ask why we called it Ty, I can't remember. And that was insane, that dog. It did not want to listen to fucking anybody. And it was an Olympic sprinter. Let's put it this way, right? We had a fence that was 6 foot tall. It jumped it. Clean. It should have been in the National Olympics of jumping, because that dog could fucking jump and run. We had a dog called Ty. We had... my granddad had a 3-legged rabbit.
Oh, right.
Basically, the rabbits we had, they had babies.
Oh,
And the run to the litter, my sister's nan stood on the fucking rabbit's paw and broke it. So we had to take it to vets, and they said the leg would have come off. And my granddad who is still alive, ended up taking the rabbit in and calling it Tiny. Because it was tiny, mate. It was the run to the litter. You know when you get the run to the rabbits, it wouldn't have survived. If it had been in wild, it wouldn't have survived. They would have ate it because it was like that small. You know what I mean? It would have never survived it wild. But my granddad, do you know what my granddad had? A dog, a cat, and a rabbit, and they all got on with each other.
Oh, right.
Like they'd sit at the side of each other and everything. Fucking crazy. My sister's had fish. One tried to commit suicide. That was interesting.
Like pets related to you. Just
I know, they just try and top themselves. Man, like, honestly, like, I shit you not, right? I swear to, right, you can't, like, we had, like, obviously we was living in Scotland, and we had, like, Joanne had a massive fish tank, and I swear to God I heard, you know what you hear? Plop. I don't know. You know when, like, I was like, what the fuck was that? The fucking fish, because we was clean, I can't remember what we was doing. I don't know if we was getting ready for clearing the tank out or whatever. I think that's what we was doing. So we took, the top off. Like drain the water out and then clean it. Get a bowl. Because what we do is you get the water, fill the bowl, like a bowl up with some water. And that's in the tank with the fish in. And then, transfer them over. Right? As shitting out, this fish did an Olympic jump out the water and was on the floor flopping around. Right? Gets better. We then put it back in the fucking bowl of water. Right? Right, so it's back in the water. It decides to jump out the bowl of water and try to commit suicide for the second time in the day. It's like, are you trying? What the fuck are you trying to do, fish? Like, what?
I think it literally just didn't want to exist anymore.
It was like, nah, I'm out. A peace, bitch. It fucking jumped out the water. It was like, all right, calm. Yeah, we've had some weird pets. What else? I tell you one thing though, like the dogs we've got now. One's a stupid cunt. Like, obviously, one's thick as pig shit, really badly. Right, we've got, obviously, Ruby. Ruby's quiet, she's calm, she's relaxed. She is getting old now, but, like, obviously, we've had her for years. And she's always been, a really good dog. My sister's got an Akita called Maya. Soft as shit, good with the kids. Other than when it's on its time of the month, it's good with the kids. Like, sometimes it likes being left alone, when it's on that time of the month. As every woman does. Body bitches. I'm joking. That was a shot without having a shot. So fucking.
David apparently wants to get the podcast cancelled.
No, I just want to get. I'm gonna get some fucking hate on Twitter. By the way, you can tweet me your notes and like say I'm an asshole. No, do what it is. Admittedly, every guy's had that one woman that puts them off periods because of a fucking nightmare. My ex was that. She was a fucking nightmare. You'd have to go and get her sweets and chocolate, and she would shut up, fucking bitching all day. It's like, oh, fuck off. So when it got to that time of the month, I'd have shit stocked up, so I didn't have to go out to the shops every 5 fucking minutes. And then she's got a Chihuahua that actually thinks it's an Akita. She's got a Chihuahua, right? You can't. It's the weirdest thing you've ever seen, right? When the Chihuahua goes to sleep. It goes to sleep on top of the Akita. And the Akita's sound with that. Because the Akita treats the Chihuahua like it's puppy.
Yeah.
And the Chihuahua treats it like mummy. Right? And then there's Cleo. Who's thick as pig shit. Is actually a moron. Never learns. Just a fucking stupid fucking dog. You know what it is? It came from Newcastle. Newcastle's your ass. I'm joking. Just taking stabs at everybody.
Apparently.
Women, Newcastle. Twats. No. We got it I think they got it from Newcastle or something. And my mum made some joke about Newcastle, something about being inbred or some shit. I can't remember. There was some running joke with her. Because, like, the dog's just thick as pig shit. Oh, no, it wasn't. It wasn't. It was something to do with, like, Stella. It was from Stella or somewhere like that, and someone made, oh, you picked it after the fuck. No wonder they're all fucking idiots down there or some shit. My mum said, it's like, Mum, you can't say that. To be offended. But yeah, no, we've had some really good dogs. I love my dog to bits. Like, she sleeps at the side of me all the time. She costs me like 45 quid every 8 weeks. And obviously dog food as well, but like, she's soft as shit. She's sleeping now at minute, so she's all good. Hello, I know, I seen you. I did straw you. Have you got? So what? Are you gonna get a dog or a cat?
Yeah,
The weirdest thing is naming a pet.
yeah.
Because like you've got to come
I
up with
always
the perfect
wanted
name.
to name like a cat or a dog that's like dark shadow, just because I thought it sounded pretty.
Oh man, I might if I end up getting another dog, I'm calling it Little Bastard.
Cool. Little bastard.
Have you not seen it on Jeff Dunham?
Oh yeah.
Ahmed. What's your dog called? Little Bastard. Because every time it sees me, it tries to run off with me because I'm a bum. Look, come back, little bastard. There's some weird ones by. Oh, I tell you what, my mate phoned me the other day, and she's called the cat Mummy. So now every time they call the cat in, they've got to call it Mummy. Because the cat's now reacting to its name called Mummy. Right, it sounds weird on paper and Ryan went quiet, so I'm going to have to explain the story now, aren't I? Right, it's not her cat. It's a stray, right?
Right.
But it had kittens. It got pregnant and was having kittens, right? So what it did is, they just called it Mummy because it was a stray. They didn't want to call it a name. Because obviously it might fuck off and not come back. Because when you have a stray cat, they might not come back. You know what I mean? So they called it Mummy because it was pregnant, right? Well, she has the kittens, right? So now they end up getting rid of the kittens, you know, giving them to friends or family or whatever, right? And now they have to call the cat Mummy every time they go to the door because the cat now thinks it's called Mummy. Yeah.
Wow.
That's why you think before you call it. Make sure you want to say that name for the rest of your life. Because fuck that. Sorry. Oh, did you hear about the sarcastic joke I made about calling me kid?
What?
I wanted to call it Rocket.
Why is that?
Because if I'd got married to Helen, it would have been.
Lock your phone screen without your video stopping.
I don't know how. I've just pulled the video up on my phone. Because Ellen's last name was King, wasn't it?
Oh yeah.
Right. So I wanted to call it if we got married, my last name was going to become King because I was getting rid of my last name rather than taking her name. So our kid would have been called Rocket King, and I thought it was hilarious. I was young and stupid. It was funny. We should do that, by the way. What would you call your kid? That should be it. We'll do that for a podcast. What would you call your kid? We could actually do it now, but. We'll think of something because I'll write a couple of names down beforehand because I don't want to look like an idiot. Right. Obviously, we've both done wrestling, and obviously we've both done. Well, we've sort of done training for it. Paddy is the success for it. Paddy really nailed it and is doing well. As far as I know, he's still wrestling. I've not heard any difference. Have you?
No, I don't. I'm not any different.
Anyway, so. Paddy's the one who's trying to get into NXT at the minute. So if Paddy ends up becoming NXT, we'll know someone in NXT and we can get him on the podcast. And maybe he can bring AJ Styles. Fucking wishful thinking. We will make it happen. But obviously we both came up with... the first thing you do when you become a wrestler is come up with a name and a gimmick. Did you come up with a name and a gimmick?
No, I didn't.
Oh, I did.
Oh, what was yours?
I think I was just going to go with my name. I think I was going to call myself David Riot or something like that. I can't remember.
There was one thing one name I did think of, but it was like Rhino, but RYNO.
Yeah. Oh, after Spider-Man. Was that in the comic books, isn't it?
I'm not sure. I just thought it sounded cool at the time.
I can't remember the exact name. I think it was David something. I can't remember what I called. I always kept my first name. Christ, it'd be David GSA Wrestling now because people actually think that's my real fucking name. Did I tell you about that? Some American bird. I was like, you'll probably want to know my real name. She went, it's David GSA Wrestling. I went, no, it's fucking not. I wish it was, but it's not. It's funny how that name came to, by the way. obviously it's purely because of a company, like a company we made when we was kids, and that's the only reason I've called that. But like, it's so funny how it actually ties in. But yeah, we're talking. So obviously, I think I was going with David Riot or something to that extent. It was something stupid, and then I came up with my finisher. It was called the Tango. No, it was David Tango. It was David Tango. I remember why now. Right, I was called David Tango, right? And my finisher was going to be called Tango Blast, right?
Oh.
And then my catchphrase was going to be, "You know when you've been tangoed." Bit of copyright infringement there. Would have had to rephrase that a little bit. And the movie was going to be, it was going to be like an F5 modified into an AA.
Oh. Right.
So it was multi-purpose. So like, say I lifted them, like I could either go on my shoulders and then straight across, you know, like the, you know, when he chucks them up like that. Or I could go reverse AA and flip them off the other way, or I could go, you know, back and forward. So it was maybe like a tango blast, so you didn't know where you was going. You know, when you get a tango blast, if you get it mixed, you don't know where it's going to go. That was the whole gimmick I was going with. And then I was going to go for like red, blue, and green tights. I think I was going for with like red and blue boots or some shit. I might try and make that actually. I might try and do that in 2K22, by the way. Try and make the tango blast attire. If we could make a custom finisher, I'll do it. You know, if we could get actually custom finishers this year, I will do it. If they don't put custom finishers, fuck's sake, just give me what I want. Turn into this. Give me what I want. I'm trying to think. Yeah, no. I'll probably end up making it. I might do the Tango Blast. What I would have actually worn if I was going wrestling this year, because I've not actually done that. I never thought that actually. I should have done that. Basically, I could put AA off at F5 really as my finisher, and it would tie in with that fucking finisher anyway. You didn't have anything for your attire?
No, not really.
Right, well, okay. I've got a 2-part question, right? 2-part. Obviously, back in the day, we would have had to sign with WWE, or technically Impact. We could have signed with Impact really as well, because Impact was popping. If you was going to the modern day, where would you go? If you was like starting afresh now, where would you go? Where would you go for wrestle?
Probably just Impact.
Would you?
Yeah.
What, start at Impact and then make your way to AEW, or?
Yeah, something like that.
See, I feel like I'd probably go a different way. I'd probably go to New Japan. If I was going to start like now, I'd go New Japan first, because they like would home your skills in. And like with Finn Balor, obviously he did that, and he look at how Finn wrestles. You know what I mean? And then I'd probably go to AEW. I think I said this the other day. I can't remember. I can't remember if I said this in the podcast or not. I would only go to WWE when I was ready for retiring. Do you know when I don't care anymore and I just want the paycheck? I'd go to WWE. That's the only reason I'd go to WWE, because I'd get put in the Hall of Fame, and that's the only fucking reason I'd go to WWE. Is for go to the Hall of Fame. I wouldn't go to wrestle. I wouldn't go to fucking to be happy, because the thing is, like, oh, did you hear Nia Jax came out why they fired her?
No.
Because she wouldn't get the vaccine. That's why they fired her.
Oh, is that what?
Yeah. Because she turned around and said like she didn't want to get it done, and WWE turned around and said you won't be at fill her duties while she had that's your decision. And then the next day, Thingy let him go. John Laurinaitis phoned her, saying fucking we're letting you go.
Bye.
Due to budget cuts, right? And she went, oh well, fucking I'll take a pay cut. Do you know what I mean? And they went, no, we just want to freshen things up. It's the biggest pile of shit ever. It's just like they want to bring someone in younger and fucking less money. You know what I mean? So
yeah.
But if I was going to retire, that's where I'd go. I'd go WWE, because like at least you can go into the WWE Hall of Fame, because it's more noticeable than Impact's Hall of Fame. Because there's only really AJ, Sting, and Kurt, as far as I know, in the Impact Hall of Fame. I don't think they've ever done one after Kurt, have they?
I think the Dudleys might have gone in. I'm not sure though.
Maybe. Does that mean the Douglas are into? Oh, Douglas have never made it WWE Hall of Fame, have they?
Not
Oh,
sure
no,
they might
it was. I thought it was Edge. It was Edge and Christian, the Hardy Boys. Yo, while we're talking about it, what do you think about Jeff Hardy turning down WWE Hall of Fame?
It's interesting. I
You
think
know he
he's
did
one
the
of the people that are known that.
Do you know he passed the drug test?
Yeah.
That they was accusing him of being on drugs. He actually passed it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he passed it.
I bet that's why he said no, because they forced him to have a drug test.
Yeah, they forced him and then wouldn't give him his results. Have they? And he went, I don't want you.
That made me feel a bit shit, that would.
He went, I don't want your Hall of Fame, because he was going to bring him back as a wrestler, but like they underused him. Like Jeff Hardy should have been like up top, like even at like mid card, like going into top, like set up, like do the tag team shit with the Hardy Boys, then push him to mid tier, for like game look like he's going fresh, and then have him go after like Bobby Lashley or someone like that. You know what I mean? Jeff versus Bobby Lashley is a fucking home run every day. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or Jeff Hardy versus fucking AJ Styles is a home run out the pocket. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or even Bobby Roode versus Jeff Hardy. Do you know what I loved about? By the way, I'm just going to say this. I loved the Royal Rumble in the men's for one reason only, because they all started shouting TNA just for the banter. You know when AJ came in, and then I think Bobby Roode was like 2 after him, and AJ was still in, and they're all like, TNA, TNA, TNA. I bet you Vince was pissed. Yeah, apparently, we could talk about the Iconics with refusing as well. That came out 100% that it was true. That they told them to go fuck off.
Yeah.
To be honest, there was quite a good mixture of surprises plus the storyline works, you know what I mean, as well, some of the storyline. We could talk about the review that I put up that I've got hate on Twitter for. Right, I'm just going to say, it's my personal opinion, but the amount of shit I got for it, like, there was like 2 people who was like, you chatting shit. Taylor Hendricks posted out, what did you think of the Royal Rumble? And I went, for the first match, 9 out of 10. And that was obviously Roman Reigns versus Seth. The Women's Royal Rumble, I gave it a 10 out of 10 for the storylines alone, because it felt more finger. I think I gave... Did I say 7? I gave 7 to Becky and Finger, didn't I? Becky and Drew drop. And then I went 6-5. That was obviously 6 for Bobby and Brock. I think it should have been better than that. It should have been safe for WrestleMania. And then I went for 5 with Edge and Miz. That duo tag team match. And obviously 3 for the men, because the men's was shit. Do you know what? When your biggest surprise is Drew fucking McIntyre, and everybody gets hyped for who's coming back, Vince, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, because like there was speculation that Cody Rhodes was going to Royal Rumble back there, and Chris Jericho,
Chris Jericho, John Moxley,
Moose was rumored.
Yeah.
There were so many people who was rumored, and the only person we got was Drew McIntyre. That's apparently back from injury, and that was it. Oh, and fucking Bad Bunny. But Bad Bunny, I'm not counting. Because there was no way Bad Bunny was coming in winning Royal Rumble. At least Drew had a fighting chance. Do you know what I mean?
If it was me, though, I would have saved Sasha Banks returning for the Rumble. That would have been
No, they did.
extra.
They did. She was in the Rumble.
She appeared on SmackDown.
Melina as well. Melina was a good surprise. I can't believe they eliminated her so quick. They did Melina dirty, by the way. She was like in for 2 seconds, and then eliminated by Sasha Banks. And then they did like a pause off or something there for her. That was a bit cringy. Rest of it was good. Cameron was a nice surprise coming back, and having the you know what I'd set up, mate? Obviously, forget Mandy back on main roster. Have Cameron and Naomi, because obviously SmackDown's not been I'd get Cameron and Naomi beat the living shit out of Sonya Deville on fucking SmackDown, and I'd set up for the main event of WrestleMania fucking Cameron, Naomi as the Funkadactyls takes on fucking Finger, Sonya Deville and Mandy.
Yeah.
Because you don't need to take the belts off Mandy for putting her back at the main roster. Do you know what I mean?
No, you don't.
Because how many people's come up at main roster and fucking had the belt round him? Do you know what I mean? Kevin Owens, example one. Finn.
Oh, Paige.
AJ Styles. Not AJ Styles. Adam Cole.
Yeah.
Fucking, there's a couple of you could add. I don't. Have you got any more wrestling shit? Oh, you want to talk about the trailer, did you?
Yeah, they've changed the gameplay for the game quite a lot. Like, so, like for people that are new to the game, it won't be that much. But for people like us, we'll like definitely tell the difference.
Yeah. The thing is, though, I've heard they changed all the buttons again, and I'm like, bro, just fuck off, bro. Stop trying to make it fail fresh by changing buttons. Like, I get used to buttons, and fuck it, we'll change buttons. Listen, the best games are the ones that don't need to change the buttons every year. Do you know what I mean? Maybe they just want to get away from 2K20. Maybe that's why they changed it, because, like, let's not keep the buttons for 2K20.
Let's make it as fresh as possible.
Someone tweeted out, I think it's Brandon or whatever, you know, the YouTuber.
Yeah.
Tweeted out, he said, go and play in 2K22, and then trying to even go back to 2K20 feels like a fucking challenge. But yeah, no, to be honest, I don't know how I said this to me nan. I was like, I don't know how I've made content for over 2 years on 2K20, because there's points where it crashed and I want to rip my hair out my head every fucking time. Like, fucking honestly. Please, 2K fucking, like, they're saying it's going to be the most updated game ever. Don't say that shit, because they said that about Avengers and it gives me bad vibes. Like, really bad vibes. Have you got anything else about WWE or fucking AEW Impact? Anything you want to add?
Not particularly. I just hope that all the games are good.
Mate, I love that. Like, the thing is, you know, where 2K, you know, like, I'm just, like, obviously, I'm so prepared for 2K22 already. It's disgusting. You know what I mean? Like, I've already got everybody's entrances fixed, so that then I can just go into, like, creative mode and, like, create people's characters and stuff. Do you know what I mean? Because you're gonna be like you're gonna sort of be like a Rob off Sting, because obviously your name's Iconic Shadow, so I'm gonna like try and do like a Sting face, but change it slightly. Not like, obviously not that you look like Sting, but like, you know, the face paint. I'm thinking like Sting's face paint, but broken down the middle or something like that.
Yeah.
Because obviously I'm giving you Sting's, I think it's Impact music. I think. It's either that or it's the AEW, I can't remember, it's one of them. Do you know what I love about? How has he got away with it? That, by the way, you know, Christopher Cage. How the fuck has he got away with using his Impact song on fucking AEW?
Probably because Impact don't care.
Yeah, that's probably he probably bought the fucking rights to it.
Yeah.
No, but I think that's it. I don't think I've got anything you want to add to this one. This one. The thing is, we've tried to keep 30 minutes as a minimum, but obviously we don't time them, so we don't know. We'll try to get back into the mentality of doing 30 minutes and stuff.
I just hope that any wrestling that comes out, AEW, let's face it, we're not going to get a number Impact wrestling game. They were going to make one, they just never did, but I don't think we are. I just hope all the games are good.
I wouldn't give a shit if they did now. Like, they've lost all the big talent. Like, the only really big talent they've got is Moose and the Iconics. And Mickey James, sorry. Realistically, I don't know half their roster. Like, I think I know about 5 people at roster. Do you know what I mean? The only way they do a game is if AEW give them the rights to use half of their fucking characters on AEW, on Impact. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's the only way that would work. Like, if you had Kenny Omega in Impact and shit like that. You know what I mean? And Motley, whatever. Yeah. WWE, keep it up, boys and girls. And if we get more news in February, we can fill it in March. Well, saying that, it'll be out in March, so you might get we might be doing our first reaction maybe to the game. I don't know, potential. That might be a fucking video in its own self. But yeah, we'll see you all in a bit. I've been your host, David GSA Wrestling.
I've been your host, Ryan Iconic Shadows.
And we will see you for the next one when I can fucking fight. Do you know what? I keep doing this. I keep forgetting to open my fucking phone. The next one is Zombie Apocalypse and the world is ending. What's going to happen? I will see you all in a bit.
See you later.
Did you enjoy our little chat? If so, why not drop a like? And if you want to see more, why not hit the subscribe button?